Hello, welcome back. Last time I learned to play Sigmar's Garden, and also got these two done. A couple of things. There was something in the options menu I looked at once. Journal of Alchemical Engineering. Sure. First few chapters. Sure, haven't done that. Alright, so there's something to look in there much later. Something in the options menu that I looked at once and didn't really register. Yeah, okay, complete the prologue to continue, so now this has changed, actually. Finally, the setup is getting close to usable. Aren't we particular about how we work? It's important for a workplace to feel comfortable. Comfortable? That's interesting. I always thought alchemists liked to work in dark caves illuminated by torchlight. Quite the opposite. What could have given you that notion? Or high atop a lone tower in some isolated place. That sounds comfortable to me. Hold on, are you thinking of wizards? Oh, yes, that's what I was thinking of. Alchemists, wizards, they're rather similar, don't you think? Please tell me you're joking. Alchemy is a science. Wizards aren't even real. How could you compare them at all? Don't tell me you've never enjoyed thinking of what you do as a kind of magic. Not at all. Alchemy, of course you haven't. Not at all. Alchemy is a rigorous, evidence-based discipline developed over centuries of careful experimentation and theorizing. Apparently it's a very stuffy discipline as well. I'm just trying to explain it. Alchemy is categorically not magic. I understand, yes, I understand. Now, why don't you cast a spell on yourself to loosen up a little? You're just toying with me now. Surely you can conjure something up. Please stop. Well, we got to see a little more of his personality and hers. Okay, well, that was good to know. What a weird place to bury this, like in the options menu? Why? Whatever, okay. Another thing. It was theorized that the area measure is not measured the way that I thought it was. Why don't you have a graph? Huh? This one does. This one doesn't. That was the one that I had done really well on, wasn't it? Well, that has one. Okay, so 37 area, 34 area. So if I open this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Well, that doesn't add up to anything obvious. Okay. So no real hints about, like, how that's measured exactly. I'm sure it's documented somewhere, but I don't know where. Anyway, so also this has a book icon. I think this is just going to be story and no puzzle, right? That's when I decided we needed to re-inventory everything in the building. You should have seen the look on Armin's face. Anateas, are you paying attention? That answers the question. What? You're moping. I am not moping. I'm merely moodily dejected. Isn't that what moping is? And what is the great alchemist of House Van Tassen so moodily dejected? Wait, hang on. Who was... I thought that last line was Concordia. Anateas is the one moping? I got lost. Nothing. I mean, I'm thinking about why I'm here. You're here because you're our alchemist. I mean in the larger sense. The alchemist is here, isn't he? Okay, so that's Captain Gelt. We get to meet somebody new. Captain Gelt, what can I do for you? Your presence is required in the main hall. It's a matter of some urgency. What happened? An aggressive move from another house has taken us by surprise. We need to respond immediately. My alchemy is at your disposal. You almost sound excited. I am. Finally, something significant is happening. Okay, so House Colvin. We're there now. I figured that'd be the end of the chapter. Textbook page. Unprecedented actions. Oh boy. Alchemical Engineering, Theory and Practice, 50th edition. Preface. Alchemy is the highest art. Its practitioners guide the course of humanity. Throughout the ages, alchemists have steered society, advised kings and queens, and otherwise shaped the world around them. By choosing to dedicate your life to the study of alchemical engineering, you have taken the first step toward becoming a steward of this supreme knowledge and a guardian of its illustrious history. Okay, so that was page 5 only of that book. No other pages. All right. So there's Armand. House Colvin, that's unfortunate. I will have to lodge a formal protest. Shall I begin developing weapons for a counterattack? Something like a flame grenade with... I doubt that will be necessary. It is not uncommon for houses to renegotiate territories this way. But they've taken over multiple buildings of ours without any resistance. They'll stop pushing forward soon and attempt to reinforce the new borders. That's how it goes with this sort of thing. We should push back at least a little bit. We wouldn't want to look weak, after all. I'll execute a limited rearguards action with forces stationed in the area. That's all? Listen, House Colvin doesn't want a full-on battle any more than we do. We'll trade a few streets, and that should be the end of it. So there's some kind of like turf war going on between houses here. Weird. What kind of era is this set in? Like, I don't know. I believe young Taros Colvin is the head of that family now. Likely he is keen to test our response. I will send a message to him and we will settle this like honorable houses. Taros, he was a bright boy. Yes, I'm sure he'll listen to reason. Okay. Sigmar's Garden, still here, has a thing next to it, so this will still be on win 10 more games to continue. I'll do that at some point, not yet. Hair products. This is not the best use of my time. The Patriarch has personally requested it. Alright, so Captain Gelt is my contact for this chapter. That doesn't change anything. As heir, Frederick must make a public appearance. I had to double check to see whether that said heir or hair. As heir, Frederick must make a public appearance in the battle, otherwise it may be a problem for the family's honor. I get that part. It's the part about his hair, this time it's hair, needing to be styled perfectly that I don't understand. This is a war. Precisely, that's why his hair gel needs to be extra strong. Gotta hold up on a battlefield. Do you even understand what I'm saying right now? This is how the houses work, Anateus. The way things look is very important. Maybe even more important than the way things are. I'm starting to learn that, yes. I mean, look at your hair. It is something. Alright, so just a whole bunch of water altogether. Okay, that sounds simple enough. Okay, so just bond a few things. Do I want to do another one of these fancy solutions where I like... I mean, it's me, of course I want to do a fancy solution. Where I use only one glyph of bonding. That is a thing that I enjoy. So yeah, like my inputs are pretty small. Yeah, let's do it just one. So check it out. I know what I'm going to do. Ooh, this is going to be cool. So, 2 arms. Let's see, how many am I going to need total here? Not too many. Alright, so, I can rotate around from here to here and not collide, right? Let's verify that first. Because I'm still a little shaky on the exact collision rules. Just do that and wait. You're going to... Wait a moment, grab, rotate this way. Can I... Here, go ahead and release that, I guess. So you grab, rotate. You grab, and yes, I can rotate from here to here without messing anything up. Alright. And it looks like I can do that a little faster. No, probably not. They're both trying to grab at the same time. Alright, so you have to wait. Alright, so here's the plan. You grab, rotate. You grab, rotate. You rotate as you release. Well, you can just reset, actually. Do those actions again. Can't copy-paste. Let's see. Control-drag. There we go. You... Hold on, not rotate. That's not right. I want to pivot. So you'll pivot so that that's there. Sounds decent. I'll probably want to put you on a track. Sounds decent, however... Doesn't quite work the way I want. Like, I can put these 3 together like this. Watch. So you're going to go minus right here. Let's step this one at a time. There was a wasted move in there somehow. Okay, that's a pretty good start. Getting another one in there, though, is actually trivial. Check it out. Whoa, yeah, okay. This is my entire... all I need is a few more instructions. Cool. Okay. I looked into a super neat little tiny solution for this. I mean, I kind of predicted this, but... okay, here's what I can do. Repeat. Okay, I put that farther out than it needed to be because the arrow only went to there. That's what happened. So you're going to do that 3 times. When you do this, you will pivot this way, I think. Then wait a little bit, pivot back that way. Those are happening at the wrong time. Alright, so how does my timing need to be? Those collided. However, if you had done these things one earlier, I think that would work fine. You could... yes, that's exactly what I want, and then you need to reset. Cool. Okay. Now that's a nifty little solution. Should do well on, like, every measurement. Area, cost, and cycles. Because, like, I am not using much of any of those things. I suspect cycles will be the worst comparatively. You could probably optimize better for cycles with... oh, weird. Cost. Huh. What did everybody else do that cost less? Okay, well, that's fine. This ought to keep Frederick's hair solidly in place, even if he wanders into a cyclone. Excellent. I'll have this sent to his personal staff immediately. Here's hoping his well-styled hair helps him in the battle. He won't enter the fight. That would be madness. He just needs to be out in the street for a little while so people see him. Will he make a little speech or something? Probably best if he doesn't. He will hold up his sword. That should be enough to inspire the soldiers. Wow. I'll take your word for it. And that's how it's done. Rocket propellant. Didn't I already do something like this? Shouldn't they have stayed their attack by now? Perhaps they need a little more prompting. I had the rockets brought out of storage, but much of the propellant has leaked away. When was the last time they were used? Long before either of you were born. Well, it's no problem. I'll just make a new propellant. I'm certain that'll be more powerful than what you had before anyway. Aren't we sanguine today? Hold on a second. So back in Chapter 1... airship fuel, okay. So rockets are fueled by something different than airships. Fair enough. Alright. So that's my output. Alright, so can't do anything quite as compact as that. 2 fires. Okay. Yeah, alright. Some pictures are forming already based on what I did in that last puzzle. So I will need to calcify. I get 2 fire sources. Let's see. I see a spot. This spot can reach that and that from the same place. Okay. That's not useful though. I don't need to reach both of those spots at all because it'll be fully bonded by the time I get there. So let's not do that. Okay, how will I do this? I mean, I need 1, 2, 3, 4 bonds. have 2 inputs. I mean, yeah, this is the weird part of the puzzle. Just like blank slate, you have a product. What do you do? Like, what's your first step? I mean, obviously I have to bond some stuff. I'm also going to have to calcify some stuff, so I'll need at least one of these, and at least one of these, or one of these. But I don't think I'm going to use that one. This one's probably simpler. Okay, and I need at least one of these. Probably both of them. Doesn't cost anything to place both, though it does cost stuff to interact with both. Alright, so here are my elements, sure. What are you doing with them? Bunch of bonds in different orientations. Okay, having an idea here. Yeah, okay, so a picture has entered my mind. Yeah, okay, I know what I want to do. There's a lot of, like, room for self-imposed challenge here. An image has entered my mind where I want to... Let's see, the orientation would end up being something like that. I want to use one arm here. I guess orientation would have to be like this. I want to use just this one arm to put together this entire structure with this glyph of bonding. Feed the materials in from like down here. And then just sort of shift it around. Let's see, how's that going to happen? Yeah, I'll bet I can make it work. Okay, so... my first bond is this salt and this fire. So let's just have... this might make sense. Okay, the salt actually goes there. That's slightly inconvenient. Actually, no. Okay, so I'm gonna do a weird thing here and only use one of these. I think that's possible. Wait, no, this is not right. Okay, for this to make sense, I guess what I would do is something like this. Okay, so here's my self-imposed challenge. Place no more pieces than this. I think this will be possible, actually. So check it out. It's going to be super inefficient on cycles and stuff, but you know what? That's fine. This is how I'm challenging myself. I can just make up whatever solution I want, and this is the solution that I want. So those 2 arms, this glyph of bonding, this glyph of calcification. Could put this over here, but there's no real reason to. Hey! I wonder something. I'm gonna test something here. So right, I'll go back to what I was doing in a moment, but I want to know, can I bond something and then calcify it? That's too much of a pain to test, you know, I don't need to. No, but I need to know. I need to know. I want to know. It would be useful information. Just gonna do whatever for that. You can grab... here, you, be somewhere else. No, you can't. Okay, so be here, I guess. Grab that, and you're gonna collide with stuff, aren't you? Of course you are. Yeah, I've positioned this all very inconveniently. Alright, that's fine. You'll rotate like this, and go over the glyph. Sure, okay, so 3, grab, put it there. 2, grab, put it there. Release. 1. Grab. Rotate this way. Hey? Who's moving in 2 different directions? Nobody. They both released. What happened? I think 2 is looping. Okay. Yeah, like it's grabbing because I didn't tell it to reset. You can calcify while bonded. Okay, of course you can, but I haven't ever done it before. Is there an undo button? Ooh. Huh. Probably not. Okay, well that's fine. Let me just go back to how I was. Alright, so that was going to be there, that was going to be there. These weren't going to exist. Yeah, I feel a little silly for not placing my other reagent source, but you know what? Again, this is a challenge that I'm imposing on myself. Alright, so if I want to calcify after bonding, I can. Maybe I should. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know yet. You might need to become a piston arm. No, you don't. Alright, so with this layout, you go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. So number 2. It's going to place assault first. Okay, I've placed assault there. Number 1's going to grab that and put it over here. Then reset. Number 2 is going to repeat, no, not repeat. Number 2 is going to put a fire there. And that will be bonded. Okay, getting a second salt in there might be tough. No, I can go around this way. That'll be fine. Okay, so number 1 at this point has put a fire there. I've put a... no, it's put a salt here. Here's a fire. So then number 1 is going to rotate this way. Release. Actually, just reset. Okay, so what have I built at this point? Here's salt there. Here's fire. 1, you didn't do what you were supposed to do. I guess because you released. So you don't want to release. You want to just wait. Go there. Release, reset, put the fire, yes. 2 shouldn't be grabbing that. So right, after 1 has released, 2 does need to repeat its last instruction a little bit later. I'm not sure what that's repeating exactly. Is it repeating, like, the preceding set of instructions, like all of these? Probably. That's probably not what I want. Yeah, I can't, like, put a marker here to say just repeat this section, so I guess I'll just copy those. So after you've reset, you're gonna grab, this needs to move here, rotate this way, pivot this way, I think. That needs to happen a little bit earlier. Okay, so what have I done at this point? Not what I wanted. You're getting there way too early. Yeah, everybody got confused. What happened? Here's some salt. Okay, I transfer. Go there. One is doing its job correctly. It releases. It rotates back around. 2 is waiting too long. It can be doing stuff right in here. I did have those in the right place, maybe. Okay. 1, you grabbed nothing. You need to grab a little bit later. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. Okay, this will absolutely work. I don't need anything else. Okay, so I need 2 to do another fire. Oops. Do another fire. And then 1 is going to rotate to the left. As soon as that's released, that's the wrong way around. To the right, actually. Then you need to make a salt, which is just these. Then 1 rotates to the right at this point. Oh, that's not quite right. Okay, I need to have it dodge. You're going to pull that out of the way while this is traveling down here and put it back while it's traveling back so that the salt gets bonded instead of the fire. Makes sense. Okay. So you're out of the way. You go there. And then this way, and then this way, and then reset, right? Is that everything? Did I think of that correctly? Almost. That orientation is wrong. Really? Yes, of course it is. Alright, well that's fixable. Don't you have some time while stuff is happening? Not a lot. Okay, so right here. So right on this instruction. Yeah, you don't want to reset there. You want to release, rotate this way, grab, pivot, and pivot again. No, don't do that. Just replace that with a pivot, right? No, but you need to release. Here, I want to... How can I guess that's a way. Some of these are going to have to move, certainly. I'm not sure which or where. I think maybe I can just do this. Okay, that happened too early. So you're gonna need to wait just a moment for that. Okay. You didn't want to have released that. Okay. And I can... No, I can't. Oh, why did you try to pivot there? Because what you actually need to do is grab it by the other side. Okay, so you've done that. You want to rotate this way. Alright, so all these instructions want to happen right after that. Wait, what? What's going on here? You pivot, then turn. You certainly don't want to rotate again that way, no. Alright, I don't know what's happening with you. At that point, you've put that there. You need to release, go this way, and re-grab. Then you'll be ready for the rest of this, I think. However, your timing needs to change a little bit. Probably does it? What's going to go wrong? Okay, well that's one thing. So if you right here, weight 1, and you pivot right there, this way, then I think that'll improve things. There we... why did you do that? Okay, so that was the problem step, I think. Okay, so you just go away. Release, rotate left, grab, rotate right, and where does that put you with respect to what this is doing? Right, so this is the point where you needed to get that out of the way. So you need to be at least one later for this. That gets out of the way before coming back right about now. And then finishes its work. Okay, I think that's a complete program. Neat. There we go. I did it. My self-imposed challenge. Worked fine. This is going to be terrible on the cycle count. Wow. Probably okay on cost and probably good on area. Like, I think this is literally the minimum possible area for this. Like, you cannot do it with fewer elements than this. Unless you can maybe use just one arm. Well, okay, people have done it with a lot less. Never mind. How? I mean, again, I don't know how this is calculated. Like, I don't know if it involves... Okay, so cost went well. I don't know if it involves, like, you know, the fact that I went down here, and if I could have, like, placed this up here instead... Oh, that would have been better for a lot of things, actually. Oh, let's fix that. Yeah, that's more efficient, too. So let's see if this helps my area. Hold on. What was the area of this solution? Hold up. So area is 11. Area is 12. Because that arm touched this tile? Area 11. Area 11. Area 12. Okay, yeah, because it touched that tile. Okay, so to replace this... Oh shoot, what did I just do? Okay, Control-Z does work. So if I just sit here and press D... Yes, okay, that replaces it. Alright, so every left, left, right becomes a right, left, left. Right, left, left. And that allows me to not have to get out of the way when I'm... Oh, never mind. Nope, nope, undo everything. Right, because it would collide with its source. Makes sense. Nope, nope, I had the right idea here. Okay, so this is my finished solution then. Alright, don't want to make any more tweaks. It's fine. Area 19, Area 24. Yeah, so I touched those. Okay, so I think I'm understanding the area. It's like, if you were to build a box around this, of the minimum size that nothing would collide with what's on the inside, then that's perhaps what the area actually is. Again, I'll bet this is, like, actually explained somewhere. But I find myself just trying to figure it out from what I observe. That's fine. I'm eager to see how the rockets perform. The din and smoke is always quite a sight. The rocket barrage should give them a good fright. I hope it convinces them to stop advancing. Oh yes, they'll regret not stopping earlier. It's taken us long enough to organize this response. But, now that we have, the full might of House Van Tassen will bear down on them. That will put a stop to their advance. Alright, cool. Well, that was fun. Alright, see you next time for... Ooh, okay, we're gonna do this kind of thing. Got it. All right, getting real aggressive here. All right, see you then for that.